Hi, welcome back. It's so nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. January usually feels like such a long month, but this time it flew by so quickly. Have you been journaling? I've been trying to keep up with it almost every day. I'm excited to share a flip through of my January spreads and to show you how I set up a new monthly spread for February. Are you ready? Let's look back on January. To start, here's my monthly calendar. I like to keep my monthly calendars simple. I'll show you how I set up this spread later on in the video. On the next page, I make a monthly habit tracker on the left. Beside the trackers, I make dated journal entries. Sometimes I write about how I feel. Other days, I write a to-do list or a quotation that really stood out to me. I also like to journal about books. My personal reading goal this year is to read 20 different books. This page includes graphs and notes from Atomic Habits by James Clear. I try to stick to a very relaxed format when it comes to my journal entries. When I started journaling, I used to try to copy the beautiful weekly spreads I'd see online, but quickly I learned that method did not work for me. If I missed a day, which would sometimes become 2 days, then 3, I'd feel so disappointed in myself when I'd see the big blank space where an entry should have been. But because of that, I developed this relaxed method that works for me. I don't journal every single day because sometimes the day just feels too busy. Sometimes I have nothing to say, and some days I'm just not feeling it, and that's okay. Moving forward, the next page is a tarot deck interview. I ordered a tarot deck by accident, which is a story for another time, but here I just wrote down some notes about my new deck. And on the next page, I scribbled down some daily ramblings. I'll fill in the remaining space within the final days of January. To end the month, I always make a memories page. I spent a lot of time reading and writing at my desk. I also tried a few new recipes, and I rediscovered how much I loved the view of the sunset from my bedroom window. Now we can start our new calendar for February. Each day has its own 6x6 box, and I need to fit 7 boxes across the spread for each day of the week. Lightly outlining the dots on my grid, I mark where each vertical line starts. I carefully count 6 spaces between each dot. Before I begin to draw my lines, I refer to a February calendar. You can use the one at the beginning of your journal or check on your phone or computer. I noticed that February 1st is on a Monday. Therefore, instead of drawing a blank box as the first space, I skipped the first 6x6 block. I also noticed that February 28th is the only date overlapping the 5th calendar week. I will only need my first column to extend into that week. Next, taking a clear ruler, I connect the dots to create a uniform grid. To add color to the calendar, I take a marker and draw a line on the first row of each date. The next step is to number each date and begin to fill in my calendar with important events like holidays, deadlines, and birthdays. Finally, for some extra cuteness, I add some stickers to the empty spaces. On the next page, I build my monthly trackers. Here I use a similar method as my yearly calendar design in the last video. Make a 7x5 box for each habit that I would like to track, outlining each row and column. The 7 columns are the days of the week, while the rows are the amount of weeks in the month. Then, I number each date of the month to make a mini calendar. Finally, I take a black marker to fill in any block that is not part of the calendar month. I decide which habits from the previous month I would like to continue tracking, and then add in any new ones. Then for the rest of the month, using a colored marker, I color in the date if I successfully complete that task. And that's it. After, I can begin journaling as usual for February. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I'm sending you lots of love and warmth for February. If you feel inspired by any of these spreads, I'd love to see it. You can connect with me here, on Twitter, or on Instagram. If you have any suggestions on what kind of video I should make next, please let me know in the comments. Take care!